Right, the consequences of me being here today is that I will be resigning from Victoria Police effective the end of this interview.
Wow.
Because the consequences of me coming out publicly would be dismissal. So I'm choosing to quit, and I'm quitting because I can't remedy in my soul anymore the way in which my organisation that I love to work for is being used, and the damage that it's causing in the reputation of Victoria Police and the damage that it's causing to the community. My partner and I were out walking during our 2 hours of exercise on the weekend, and there were police everywhere. I live in the city. And there was just police everywhere, doing their reassurance patrols, which they're not reassurance patrols. You're not reassuring anybody in the community. You're scaring people in the community that there's that many police out in the city, trying to stop mass gatherings or what have you. And the police don't want to look you in the eye. You don't want to look the police in the eye. There's this air of uncomfortability. The way in which we police now has completely changed, and a vast majority of the focus of policing is on show directions that are infringements on your everyday liberties and rights to just freely live in a democratic society. And I guess it's not something that any police officer, when they signed up to be a cop, ever thought that they would have to do or want to do. And that's evident in the videos. You only need to see the videos online from the various independent media where you can see the awkwardness in the conversations that police have, the shame that they have. They don't want to be enforcing these directions. They have families that are suffering under these CHO directions, and they're suffering under these CHO directions. But until these CHO directions are appropriately contested at a relevant court of law, these police are obligated to fulfil their duties and to enact those directions. So there's different ways in which you can arrest an offender. There's no one set standard. But for example, I think the example that I gave to you was that quite often we would make appointments via the phone. So we would call the offender up and say, listen, you need to be interviewed and arrested for this offence. Would you like to come in on this day, and we'll do the interview, and whatever happens, happens. That's something that wasn't afforded to Zoe, and I wondered why, as a pregnant woman, that she couldn't have been afforded the same opportunity to make her way down to the police station to be interviewed for those offences. And I was grossly offended when I saw a pregnant woman have her hands placed behind her back and handcuffed, because to me, where was the welfare concern for her if she fell over? She had no ability to protect herself, and that disturbed me greatly.
Okay.